Hey folks, this is Rhykker, bringing you a Heroes of the Storm beginner guide to Lily, who is a terrific support character for new players. If you like to hang back and play the healer in your party, then you'll really love Lily. Now, Lily is a great character for new players because she's very easy to play and makes for a very strong healer, so it's easy for you to be really helpful to your teammates. Now, Lily has 3 abilities that you activate manually, and part of what makes her such an easy character to play is the fact that you often don't have to concern yourself with targeting. 2 out of her 3 powers automatically target enemies. Her main power, Healing Brew, which is on a short cooldown, will automatically heal an ally next to you. So in the heat of a battle, you don't have to worry about misclicking and healing the wrong person. Her other auto-targeting power is Blinding Wind, and this is an offensive power. It's a longer cooldown, and what it does is shoot out a couple little tornadoes at enemies. It deals some damage, and it makes those enemies miss their next couple basic attacks. Now, the great thing about both of these powers, Blinding Wind and Healing Brew, is that on top of not being able to miss with them, you also can't even cast them unless there's an ally or an enemy in range, depending on which power you're using. Further, since most of your job is going to consist of pressing Q to heal your allies, one trick that you can use is to simply hold down the Q key, and every time the cooldown is up, you will automatically cast the spell. And this is useful if you find yourself forgetting to heal, or if you're just really concerned about missing your timing and not healing at every opportunity that you have. You can hold down Q and still move around and do other things. Now, Lily's other power, Cloud Serpent, is an offensive buff. You cast this on yourself or an ally, and for a few seconds a flying snake shoots at your enemies. This will likely be the power that you're going to use the least. As a beginner, you don't have to worry about this power too much. Simply using Healing Brew and Blinding Wind will likely take up most of your mana, and Cloud Serpent is a little more difficult to use given you have to actually target with it. Now, another great thing about Lily is that she's pretty tough for a little panda girl. Whenever Lily is struck by an enemy, she gains a boost to her movement speed. So if you're trying to run away from a fight, between your fast feet trait, your capacity to heal yourself as you're running away, and your ability to blind enemies and make them miss you as you're running away, you're actually going to be pretty decent at escaping from tight situations. Now at level 10, you'll have the option between 2 ultimate powers, one of which is defensive, the Jug of 1,000 Cups, and the other is offensive, the Water Dragon. The Jug of 1,000 Cups is a really great power. In a team fight, this can help you keep your entire team alive and help you win the fight. Further, as a new player, it's probably going to be easier to recognize an opportunity to use this power than the other power. Water Dragon is still powerful, but you have to be a lot more careful about who you use it on and when you use it versus the Jug of 1,000 Cups. So just remember that when you pop your Jug of 1,000 Cups, you're going to see a big circle appear around you, and you want to keep all of your injured allies within that circle. They have to be in there in order to be healed by you. Now, as for talents, we're not going to get into a complete build here, as builds have a tendency of changing over time. But a few things to note is that at level 1, taking Conjurer's Pursuit will really help you with your mana regeneration. If you run out of mana, you can't heal. With all those healing spells that you're going to be casting, you might find yourself running quite low on mana, so Conjurer's Pursuit will add up throughout a game to give you some really good mana regeneration by the mid to late game. At level 7, the good stuff makes your heal even more potent, and at level 16, 2 for 1 allows you to heal 2 allies at once. These talents all come together to make you a much more effective healer. Now, when playing Lily, it's important to understand that your role on the team is support. If you're coming from Diablo, that means you're effectively a ZDPS character. If you're coming from Warcraft, that means you're the healer. Your job is to try to keep your teammates alive, and you want to do that by keeping your allies within range of your heal, while keeping your allies between yourself and the enemy. As a healer, you will be a priority target. The enemies will try to kill you so that you can stop healing your allies. And while it may be tempting to charge forward for a kill, there are other people on your team better suited for that. And remember that when you're dead, you're good to no one. Your number one job is keeping your allies alive, and your number two job is keeping yourself alive so that you can continue to help your allies. Believe me, everyone is grateful for the heals. That wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. Check back in the future for more Heroes of the Storm guides. And if you enjoyed this video, share it with friends, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to join Rhykker's Raiders.